Hi there, and welcome to another exciting Mickey's Roundtable adventure. On this adventure, I was joined by my identical twin brother on an epic Indiana Jones adventure here at Walt Disney World, where we undertook a quest for the Lost Ark of the Covenant. So my brother came down to visit me earlier this year, and I asked him, what would you like to see, what would you like to do at Walt Disney World that you haven't done before? He didn't remember ever having gone to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. So I says, okay, we'll go to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. We headed over to Hollywood Studios there and headed straight for the Indiana Jones Stunt Show. It is a very, very good show. I've seen a number of different stunt shows at different studio theme parks, and this one, it's right up there with the rest of them. It's based mostly on Raiders of the Lost Ark, the original Indiana Jones film. It's a fantastic place to watch a show. It's all covered, so you're shielded from the elements, the sun, and everything like that. The basis for the show is that they are shooting stunt scenes for a Raiders of the Lost Ark type movie, and so there's cameras and there's a director and they are stunt people. It's not Harrison Ford and Karen Allen out there. It's stunt performers that are going through all of this, and they explain how stunt performing works. Disney MGM Studios, as it was called back when it first opened, was actually a movie studio along with a theme park. The theme park and a lot of the attractions were based on the idea of how movies were made.
Cameras ready.
Cameras are ready. Quiet on the set.
Quiet, please.
Roll cameras.
Rolling. Speed.
This is a holdover from that idea, from that concept, and it's a really good one. It's a really good show. Around the entrance to the attraction as well as the exit, you'll find all kinds of Indiana Jones nods and props. The tank that's there, supposedly, that's an actual tank from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I don't know about that, but what I do know is whatever you do, do not pull the rope.
Blast it all! Don't pull the rope! You don't want to break the ark!
It's all pretty cool. It makes you want an actual Indiana Jones land there at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, I know about the Animal Kingdom plans. That's just, well, stupid. Take out the Backlot Express right next to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular there. That's the entrance to the land, and there's room in the parking lot there that you could build onto and build Indiana Jones land. It would be fantastic. I digress. From there, we headed over to the Chinese Theater at Hollywood Studios. And just like its counterpart in Hollywood, California, in the cement out front, there are handprints and signatures of various celebrities, including Mr. George Lucas, the creator of Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones himself, Mr. Harrison Ford. So we checked those out. Now, the Chinese Theater, it's currently home to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It used to be the Great Movie Ride. Now, the Great Movie Ride, you would ride through the attraction in various scenes from famous movies, including Raiders of the Lost Ark. There was also, in the lobby, you would go through, and there was a replica of the Ark of the Covenant from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Not the actual Ark of the Covenant from the movie, but a replica of that prop, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's not there, of course, now because it is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Where did it go? We had no idea. But I decided I was going to find out. So we headed on over to Galaxy's Edge, and you're probably saying to yourself, well, why would there be a prop from Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark at Star Wars land? Well, before George Lucas created Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, he created Star Wars, and so there might be a crossover. I've got a bad feeling about this. We headed to Doc Onaka's. That is a cool store if you've got some money. There's all kinds of cool props and replica lightsabers, No blasters though. And then up in the ceiling, there's a number of different props and replica items from the various Star Wars movie. The rumor that I had heard was that at one time, the Ark of the Covenant, the one that used to be at the Chinese theater at the Great Movie Ride, it was up there somewhere. It wasn't. It got removed at some point in time. So the quest continued. So in addition to the Ark of the Covenant, we thought, well, let's see if we can find any other references or things like that, Easter eggs to Indiana Jones. It's a small world, it's a small world after all. And so we headed to Magic Kingdom here at Walt Disney World and Adventureland, more specifically the Jungle Cruise. Yeah, we really didn't find a whole lot of anything, but we did find a Skipper.
I am Skipper Indiana. That will be first name Skipper, last name Jones. By a quick show of hands, who here has never...
They have announced plans for an Indiana Jones ride and themed area at Animal Kingdom, so we thought, sure, let's check that out. There are some cool jungle trails and archaeological ruins that you would find Dr. Jones at, but no Ark of the Covenant and no specific Easter eggs or references to Indiana Jones. Maybe in the future, I don't know, it still doesn't make sense to me. Of course, Indiana Jones doesn't just seek fortune and glory, trekking through the jungles or archaeological ruins. He travels the world, and so in our quest for the Ark of the Covenant, we decided we would do the same, and of course by world, I mean World Showcase at Epcot. There are a couple of countries that actually have appeared in Indiana Jones films. The Last Crusade, of course, had Germany and Italy, and then there's other countries that just, you know, they feel like someplace Indiana Jones would fit in. No luck. We did not find the Ark of the Covenant or any other references to Indiana Jones. So thought, you know what, we should maybe just give up and we'll go grab a bite to eat, grab something to drink. We headed over to Disney Springs. So we headed on over to Jock, Lyndsey's Hangar bar, and we walked in and felt really at home there for some reason. So it's an Indiana Jones themed bar, and if you're going to find an Ark of the Covenant, that's probably where it's going to be, and that's where it was. It's up in the rafters with all of the replicas. Of course, it belongs in a museum. It's like a museum. It's like an Indiana Jones museum in there. There are replica props and things all over the place. The headpiece of the Staff of Ra, the idol from the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's props from the latest movie, Dial of Destiny, in there. Hanging in one of the display cases, there was a leather jacket that was apparently actually worn by Harrison Ford in one of the movies. It's cool. So that quest was over. New quest, food and drink. It's a bar, so there are adult beverages. I had the non-alcoholic. I believe I had the antidote. That's what I usually get when I go there. As well as we got some sliders. Those were very good. It's a very cool place to go, especially if you are a Raiders of the Lost Ark Indiana Jones fan. And that was quite the adventure. So until next time, we'll see you real soon.